Hey all, it's Rightplan here from Novagamer, and we are back with the mighty quest for epic loot. So today's one is the castle defense number 8. So if you haven't seen the first 7, a lot of people have, they're liking it, so go check it out. First things first, we'll do what we always do, show you the castle defense, that how well and how bad it's done, if it has done bad, and give you the shoutouts. First thing I want to say is, if you are watching the videos, this has been happening, as you can see, and they're all one after the other. I tried to get a couple extra kills, but I ended up killing him the first time. He learned how to beat the castle, and then every time I unlocked my shield to see how many more kills we could get, he kept coming back and killing them, so I stopped doing it about an hour ago. So yeah, that's one downfall to trying to take off your shield to get more kills or losses for the video. But anyways, I don't really care about losing the life force. It's only crowns I care about, and yeah, I got more than I lost, so I'm fine with that. So if we go down here, you can see this castle has been doing quite well. So there's right now we pretty much have like an even amount of wins and losses. We have a little bit of a losing streak here, but that's made up for by a win streak here, a loss streak here. But then we have a lot of wins, a lot of losses, and then down below, I'll show you where we'll start at the bottom. Right, I did this castle 2 days ago, so we'll go right to here. So this is right about where this castle, no, actually it was right here, this guy. So I finished the castle here with Castleless, because he kept killing my old castle over and over again. So then I changed it when we made the video, and this is where we have stopped. We went through, and this castle started getting big wins off the get-go, so taking out castles that had a lot of crowns, and they were giving me lots of crowns all the way through, so that was pretty sweet. So I kept the castle the way it was. We did a couple losses here, so I changed a little bit more on it, and then as you can see by some of the comments, it got pretty difficult for people to kill, so that's why I got tons of wins here. For those who can't read French, he's basically saying his mouth. I don't know, that's not something I don't want to really decipher that right now, but anyways, got lots of wins. Good job, man. Your castle is really good. Thank you, Neon. I also subscribe to his channel, and you should check out his videos as well. He does some on some castles, and he runs other people's castles and see how they fare. So I watched 1 or 2 of his videos, so they seem to be pretty good, so I subscribe to his. Fidel's still attacking from down below, if you saw down here. He came up and still did attack, and he finally got through it. Did you send the link to your channel? Because after you, so this was Neon. Afterwards, we chatted, and he got the link to my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so, and that way you can see when we come up with new castles like this one. Then we get a win, another loss, another big win. That is actually a French swear word. Then we got a big win, a loss, a loss. I can't believe I died the first time. I really underestimated the damage of those archers, so I'll show you that when we go through it. Then another win, and as you can see, we got kind of big wins to small losses. People are nothing but good ones. Last room is insane while rushing. Well played. Why is there so much space in between? So I ran his castle and told him why there's so much space in between. And then there's, as you can see, then the wins started coming like crazy. We got Epic Eddie, damn smelly archers. Well, you have some of your crowns back, nice dude. So this guy really liked the castle too. This guy said too many hamster wheels, but I mean, what else are you gonna put in fire traps that don't kill anyone right now? So we got 2 losses and then a bunch more wins, whole whack of wins actually. He's kind of upset at the time that I got. I can tell people right now, I do not cheat. I just run the castle about 3 or 4 times until I get the best time, and then I try to beat it, and if I can't beat it, I just keep it. Good bear trap, man. Good castle for a mage. And it's been killing lots of mages, lots of archers, and I've even been killing warriors with it. So this castle is actually killing pretty much all classes. Yeah, so if you keep going up, you see nothing but wins, and then this is where we went to that losing streak at the beginning, and then a lot of wins, a loss. Oh, we had another shout out there. Yeah, fearful of the trappers. So people pretty much are commenting on the trap. You'll see with this trap that I made. This person liked the castle. When you're uploading your next video, well, I'm uploading it right now. So as soon as I'm done recording this one, I'll get it up there. And there you have it. So that brought us all the way up to here. So as you can see, this castle did insanely well. The reason why my crowns were up to 1,200 with this castle. I shut the game down for the night, came back. I believe I was at, I think it was like 1,070. And then when I came back on the next day, I was at like, I think I was at 1,120. So it got like 70 crowns overnight. And then the next night it did it again. Today I just had really bad luck with attacking smaller castles and being stupid, like not bringing enough potions in that, and I made comments on their castles as I died. So if you got a comment, you were part of my downfall. But I'll work those back up again. So one thing I really wanted, we always seem to do a little chat about things that we don't really like. I chatted about this, but I mean, I have, you know, in no way, shape, or form am I down talking you. If I saw a castle that has as much loot as I do, I would be attacking it over and over again too. It just made it difficult for me to get different wins and different losses at the end here, so that's why I just stopped there. Because once that kind of happens, then I just stop. Because this isn't improving the castle anymore. This is, but this is not anymore. So, as always, we got a whole bunch of extra people on the friends list. You can see it's way longer now. So if you want to add to my friends list to see the castle as I design the next one, feel free to add me, Rightplan, and I will definitely add you so you can test my castle and see it as I build it and tweak it, and you can even offer comments on things that you think should be changed. Fortunately, this castle people didn't want to change too much about it because it's pretty difficult. I did have one question that I want to answer before we show you the castle. It'll take 2 seconds. Is somebody wanted to know my gear, because when I ran their castle I got 3 stars in it, and I guess they thought that it shouldn't have been possible. It's also why I can run my castle so well. I've been working really hard at the gear. You can see I got a whole whack of extra epics here that I really don't want, but I've been reforging them, and then I've been gathering up the legendaries here to create more epics. So I got quite the collection. You can see I'm nothing but legendary and epics, and I'm basically going all towards damage, and I have been trying to add to my crit chance, so it's up to 21% now. If you go check the old videos, you'll see I was at like 16 or 19, so it's going up slowly, but my crit hit damage is up high, and I got high attack speed. And if you didn't see the video, you can check it out. It was our crafting video. I got this weapon, which is a very rare weapon, because see how it sells for 7,500, where the other ones sell for like 3,700. That's because this is one of the rare weapons, and this one's super good, as you can see by the stats on it. But anyways, so let's get to the castle, because that's what everybody's here to see. I don't know if you guys can see this on my screen, but see these little spinny things? This has been happening since the last patch. I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but I am. But if you are having this issue, comment below so we can see if this is something that's common or if it's just kind of me that it's happening to, because if it is, I'll fix it, but I think it's the game. So if you watched our Castle Defense 7 video, you'll see that this castle is a lot like our Castle Defense 7 video from this point all the way to here. From this point on is where I changed it, because like I said in the last video, I was going to keep one of the 2 rooms that I thought was doing the best, and then add on to that afterwards with a new change. The next video we make, I'm going to try to swap things up a lot and try to make something completely different. But one thing I will definitely say is I'm enjoying the fact that people are watching the videos. I'd say 2 or 3 out of the last 10 ones that I ran had a room similar to this setup. There is a couple things that people are doing wrong in them that I noticed that made it really easy for me to get through, and I will highlight those again just in case they didn't realize it when they were setting up the room. But so as I said, all the way up to here is the same as the last video. So if you want a description of all this, so this room and all these rooms back here, just go check out the last video, because we go into great detail on how to set this all up. So that we don't waste time for this video and make people bored with the same conversation over and over again, we'll go up to the new stuff. So I added in just a simple room here. You can really put any room at all that you want in here. I chose this one, but you can pick any room you want. This has no effect on it whatsoever. Then I mean, if you want to, you can even take this room out and move everything over. The problem is I can't go over any further, but you can move everything over and take this room out completely and then have this whole thing attach onto here if you want. I find giving people this little spot here where they think that they're in the clear and then all of a sudden they hit a hard part again kind of helps with messing with their head a bit. But that's me. I don't know. So once again, I will stop on each screen of the new sections, and then I'll just wait here for a sec. Pause the video at any time here to see the setup. Don't forget these 2 mines right here. And then I do have 1, 2, 3 in a row springboard traps here. So when you are trying to pause the video and set this up, don't forget those are all there because it's hard to see them in the snow. That's why I like the snow. So that's enough for that one. Here's this one. This one's very simple, but I don't have anything back here. It's all right here. So just pause that, place anything the way you want. You can change up some of these creatures if you want. I've been having the best luck with the way that it's set up, but I'm probably going to do something similar to this in the next one, but I'm going to see if I can add it somewhere else in the castle, not at the end. But that's me. So, now we'll talk about it. When you're coming in, if you haven't seen our videos before, try to set up your power boards exactly where I have them or close to. Now these ones here, you can pretty much put them anywhere you want. I move them to here because for the creatures I have in the back here, they are the best layout to get these creatures in and still basically activate all these traps. When you come in here, don't forget to place your farthest away power supply first. So put down everything. Put your farthest one away first, then your next closest, then your closest. That way you'll activate everything all in one go and you don't have to change them all up. So I put this corrosion mine here. You don't have to put that there. It was kind of, I had one extra spot and I really didn't want to put another one down in here because I'd have to mess around with my traps because as you can see they're all full to 12. Even this one out here, oh that one's at 2. But I put one there like I could. I didn't really feel like throwing one here because it's very rare people are there. But you can move that corrosion mine down there if you really wanted to. When I go through here, this part is what really makes this trap. If you don't put these here, this trap is not going to work that well for you. The reason being is people start freaking out when they get in here because they don't want to get hit by this because they know that there's going to be springboard traps because anybody that plays this game knows that these guys plus a long hallway equals springboard traps somewhere. So this makes it hard for you to run in and kite the springboard trap. That's why I put a glue mine and a corrosion mine right here and here. I have tried to adjust these where I move them one space in and move the springboard trap out right to the edge, but it actually is not as beneficial as this setup. So I mean, you can change it if you want to. I'm not here to design your castle, but you can take away from my castles and improve upon them or change them. I'm always looking forward to that because then when I run a castle and I see something similar to mine and some changes made to it and the changes work out really, really well, I'm actually kind of pleased with that. I just ran a recent one. I'll get back to this in a sec here. Whose castle was it? Maybe I attacked him and he didn't attack me, which wouldn't make sense because most people normally attack you back. I guess he didn't. No, he didn't. Alright. So sorry for not giving you the shout out, but he used this room here and he really improved upon it. I'm going to try to see if I can use that kind of method. I don't know. I'm going to see. But, not to get off topic. So then when they go through here, it's very difficult for them to get through this part. You want to put 6 in here. If you put 5 in, I know it sounds stupid, but if you put 5 in, it's not going to make this trap as good. If you put 3 or 4, same thing. You have to put 6 or more. But if you try to put more than 6 in here, it's going to become very difficult. You want this room. I can't stress that enough. You want this room. If you pick another room, then you're going to have the issue where you're going to have this path in the center of these, and it's not going to be as difficult to get in there and stop from being hit by these. I have tested this in other rooms, and this is the best room for this trap. Now, I'm not saying you can't put this in other rooms. It's just I would put some other kind of thing in there to make it even more difficult for them to get through, because this wall really helps because they can't really roll through. And this wall helps because they can't come this way into it. So you want something that has two walls like this, and then the path they need way in the back corner. So, I mean, there's probably another way to set up another room. Have at it. I'll show you that room in case people don't know which one it is. Just so you know you got the right one, as always. So we go down, 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 down. And I skipped it. Yeah. Where the hell is it gone? Everybody at home right now watching this video is like, you just passed it. It's right there. Oh my god. Alright. Jeez, I did pass it twice. Why am I not seeing it? This is ridiculous. Oh, it's Jesus right here. Corner Bridge 01. Sorry about that. Normally I have these all ready to go, but I don't know. I just really wanted to make this video and I didn't prepare myself as much as usual. But Corner Bridge 01 is the one you want for there. It is the best if you want this exact layout I have. Once they go through here, this is death incarnate. It is super, 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 super good. So what happens is people come in, even if they dodge the springboard traps, eventually, because there's 3 in a row and they start freaking out because of this, they try to get in and it pushes them. So instead of, if it flings you, it will fling you right onto this line of corrosion mines. So what I got is corrosion mine, fire mine, corrosion mine. Then I got right here is a glue mine so that they can't run away quickly. Then I got corrosion mine, fire mine, corrosion mine. And the reason why they have in that order is that they, no matter where they land, they're going to get hit by a corrosion mine. And then they're either A, going to take the damage from a fire mine, or B, they're going to get slowed so they can't get out of here quickly and they'll get hit by more bear traps. That's right, bear traps. So you can put less of these guys in if you want, or you can change these guys out for some. I added these in because I thought that the AoE that they do is a great additive to this. And people don't really have a chance to roll out, and even if they, this is the beauty of this, is even if they try to roll out this way, then this thing hits them back. I've seen people drag everything out and they still manage to do it, but it's very difficult because they're going to hit all these on the way out. And they're not like any other kind of one where you go into the gel wall and then you just roll out. This one you're actually getting whacked around by these while these guys are coming back up on you with more bear traps. As well, if you try to go forward, you got 3 rows of bear traps that are stopping you from just doing a roll or a dash straight through. So they stop you right in the middle and then you get hit. Then they run around for a bit and then they stand beside you and drop more bear traps directly on you. So that's how they do so much damage, is because when they drop a bear trap, they're dropping 3 at once, and if you're standing right beside them, you're getting hit by 3 bear traps at once. So this does a crazy amount of damage. I'll run through it and I'll show you how dangerous that it actually is. And then I got 2 hamster wheels in the back. You can take these out and put more of the bear traps in if you want. You can put more AoE guys in if you want. I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do. I put these in just to make it so that if by some chance they do manage to make it through here quickly, they have to get through these 2. And normally somebody's first instinct is to try to roll out, so now they're low on health trying to get out of here, and then they'll hit these. I have seen probably 2 or 3 people hit these and knock them back, and then they got hit with more bear traps, so they do help, just not 100%. And then I just added these last guys here, which you can change these up as whatever way you want, whatever creatures you want. You can even take them out completely and add more stuff in here if you want. This is the real death here. If they make it past this, then they're going to do a fight in here. But out of all that list of people you saw that were killed, there was probably 6 deaths in here. The reason being is warriors have a hell of a time fighting all these smelly archers with bear traps. It's actually back here is where I'd say about 50% of the warriors died. So that is pretty much this castle. It's not a huge change from the last one. Like I said, we took half of the old castle and kept it, and we replaced the other half. I'm going to try to completely demolish this whole thing and build a whole brand new castle to start us off. But like I said, I wanted to see if there was some other method we could use this room for and add something special at the end. Because what people were finding, and I was finding too, was people were coming in, they just go straight through this room. They would ignore the mines because they're saying, hey, if I ignore the mines, I'll beat his time. Who cares? I'll get to the end. I'll kill everything, and I'll beat his time and still get 2 stars. But this way, even if they skip all the mines, now they're going to get down here and they have a huge fight, or they die right here. I have seen some people make it through with beating my time, but I'd say a good 50 to 60% of them either die in this spot here trying to kill off the rest of the bear traps, or they die coming down here not expecting a huge onslaught of bear traps. So I would definitely recommend this castle, or at least this ending. So you can add this onto your castles. If you don't like this room, you can add this castle. Once again, if you want this room or this room and know how this is set up, just go look at our Castle Defense 7 video, and you'll see how we set that up, because we go into detail just as I had with this right here. So you can see why it would take long if I did it all over again. And I'm not going to do that to you guys. One thing I did notice is people are still trying to contact me. They're asking me questions like, when are you putting out your next video and stuff like that, like you saw in the comment here. Right here. When are you uploading your next video? I'm looking forward to it. So Sir Ant, I'm always bad with names. Sir Tataroth. If you guys want to know where our videos are, feel free to comment on our previous video that is already out and ask us there, and I'll put up a date or say a whereabouts I'm going to be uploading the next video. So before we waste any more time, I will run through this castle to show it to you guys. So first I'll show you the fast way. I really hate those spinny things on my screen, so if anybody knows how to get rid of them, let us know in the comments, because I hate them. So, what I'm going to do in the first one is do what most people are having a problem with this kind of room, is people are just going straight through. So, I'll show you that. I'm not going to try to dodge it, then we're just going to go. Alright, there we have it. So people get through this one, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm home free, woo! I don't know if they say that. I just ignore everything I said. So, here's the two ways I've seen people try to, you know, I'll just kill these guys first.
Oh, too easy.
Oh, I love this gear. Alright, so here's two ways I've seen people try to do this. First, they try to come up like this. They get hit. They set off they'll set off those traps. You can see that glue trap, you always want it the farthest away, because that's what's going to make them go off the springboard, and it's really difficult. Sorry about that. And it's really difficult for them to get to that glue trap. But as you can see, that's how fast they can kill somebody when they go down there. So we'll do this one more time. And when we do it this time, we will make it so I'll actually go through the mines, and I'll actually take my time, and I'll show you the best way to try to kill this castle. Alright, here we go, here we go.
This? Only a scratch. Get patched up.
If I keep making my castles, god damn it! If I keep making my castles any more difficult, then I'm gonna have a difficult time giving you guys these quick run-throughs.
Watch and learn.
Problem is when you design a hard castle, it's very difficult to run it yourself. Yes, I know I'm hitting the spike traps on purpose, don't care. Let's go the other way.
My favorite flavor.
Stuck in a corner again. God damn it, I hate stuck in the corner.
Can't take much more of this. That does the job.
All right. It takes probably about 4 to 5 attempts to do this castle room. to get it at the quickest time possible. So instead of making you guys go through the agony of watching me do it over and over and over again, and we are doing a podcast shortly, so I don't have time to go through editing this whole thing. If you want it up quickly, I'll just show you how hard it is to try to get through this last room if you're really trying to get through it. My big thing was trying to design a room where even if people do what I'm doing right now, you still have a really high chance of killing them. So I can kill stuff fine once it's not in my death rooms.
Much better.
I think it's the best way to say them. Alright, this is how I beat this room. Just like that.
This is not good.
Alright, I'm not gonna keep doing this. This is gonna waste a lot of time. As you can see, the room is very, very difficult to kill. I'll zoom in and show you what I normally do, because it takes me about, like I said, 3 to 4 attempts to get through this castle, taking my time and going, and like this, the time that I got to kill this castle in, which was 1 minute and 48 seconds, I think. I think it was a total of 5 times I ran it, and the only reason, and if you have this type of castle and you're running it with an archer, I'll tell you right now, if you haven't killed every one of these 4 things in 1 hit or 1 volley, then get the hell out and do it again, because that's where I saved a lot of my time. I did a volley on this side and both of these died, and then I killed both of these with 1 shot each. Then I went through here, and when I got to this point, I pretty much rolled down to here. When he dropped his first trap, I popped my potion, stood there for a second, and then looked for a clearing, and then rolled off to the side. I went this way, where you see the mouse going. And then that got me into the clearing, and then I pretty much just ran down here, and then I volleyed on this with all the monsters running through them. So it was killing all the monsters and these 4 mines at the same time. So that's how I did it in such a short amount of time. That's also how I beat this. Now, you will get frustrated when you're trying to run this castle because, like I said, as the more difficult your castle gets, the more frustrating it gets to validate it. But that's how you know you built a good castle. If you can validate your castle with 1 run and 1 run only, it's not difficult enough. Run it again. That's my bit of advice for today. Anyways, take that with a grain of salt. That's pretty much it. Now, what I'll do is I told you guys that I was going to give you a quick breakdown on this room and what I've seen people doing wrong and why these rooms are becoming easier. So this room setup, as you just saw, is very difficult to beat. If you try to volley these, this guy will activate and this guy will activate, and like you saw, they'll defend these and make it so you can't kill them with 1 volley easily unless you're lucky and your volleys do a lot of damage before he pops his shield. I've noticed a lot of people are not putting these guys on these, or they're not putting them in here at all. I did notice one person had the shield Defendatrons there, but they had the bodyguard set, so they were protecting 1 creature in here. You definitely want cannons to keep people moving. I've come in here and found people that had no cannons. I've seen people who had all cannons and no monsters. I've even seen people who put these rooms in here but no mines. You have to have mines in this room. If you do not have mines, then people have no reason to want to stay in this room. They're going to run right through, see no mines, and keep going. So if you want people to stay in your death room, you got to put mines in there. That's all I'm saying. But you will still have people that will try to still run through, so that's why this setup is really nice. But anyways, I hope people like this castle. We're going to do a podcast, so that'll be out soon. That's why I have to make this video short. I hope you guys all like this video. I hope you like this castle. I will destroy this one, so if you haven't friended me already in the game or subscribe and to the videos so you can see our next one, and friend me on this game so that you can see when I am making a new castle. And I don't care if people attack my castle, as you've already heard. I'll unlock the shield all the time, so have at my loot if you want. I gather it up like crazy all the time, as you can tell by my amount of epics that I've crafted and the fact that I've gotten that many attacks and I still have 350,000 life force. I just farm all the time trying to make these videos. So feel free. That's what the castle's here for, is for you guys to try to kill it. Anyways, if you guys like this castle, like the video and comment below and tell me something that you don't like about it or that you really, really like about it, something that you didn't think of, that, or some changes that you think I could make to it that you might improve it, and I would definitely give them a shot to see if it actually would help. One person said to not space these guys out so much, but then you can't have these mines in here, and it really reduces the amount of damage that you get dealt in here. So I did let them know that. Anyways, that's it for me for today. I hope everybody likes this video. I hope everybody likes this castle. Once again, let us know what you think about it, and I will be putting out some videos shortly on the Shroud of the Avatar pre-alpha test. It's a brand new game coming out soon. Check out our previous videos on it so far. So the new release is coming out sometime around the 20-something, I think the 24th or the 27th. And when that comes out, I'll be doing more videos on that. If the next castle does as well as this one did right off the get-go, then I will try to get another video out for that. Check out our podcast if you haven't already, and as always, happy gaming.